Women's History Month is the perfect time to celebrate the ladies who shape the soundtrack of our lives, and jazz has some legendary ones. The Folsom Lake College Jazz Band is hosting their second annual Women in Jazz concert, paying tribute to the composers, performers, and directors who changed the genre forever. It's a night of music that honors their legacy, featuring talented students from junior high through college. Let's welcome Dr. Molly Redfield, Professor of Music and Director of Jazz Studies at Folsom Lake College, along with Gabrielle Garlick, Student Leader and Sophomore at Folsom Lake College. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, okay, so Dr. Redfield, got to start off with you. This is the second annual Women in Jazz concert, which I think is amazing. What inspired you to create an event specifically highlighting women in jazz?
Yeah, so actually starting all the way back in middle school was my first jazz band, and all the way through my professional career, I just happened to always be maybe one of three women on stage. And as I continue to grow through my career professionally, a lot of women are trying to start new initiatives to try to change the image of jazz. And when I came back to the area and started working at Folsom Lake College, I realized I was in this really unique situation that the middle school, the high school, and the college were all directed by women, all jazz ensembles. And so I've tried to make a push to do this each year to just really celebrate this. And it's something that's so rare and unique to this area. And so it's been a really fun event to continue.
I think it's great that you saw the need and mentioned you mentioned earlier, I mean, jazz has traditionally been male dominated. So why is it so important to intentionally spotlight, like you said, women composers, performers, and directors right now?
It's all about visibility. That idea that hopefully a young woman in the audience or a young woman who might be performing alongside of us gets to see themselves in a career in music, gets to see that it's possible to be in this art form, gets to hear music that's written by women, and really gets to partake and participate with us. And so hopefully that encourages them to continue and perform in this art form.
Yeah, and one person we'll see performing is Gabrielle over here. Gabrielle, tell our viewers, what instrument will you be playing when they come to see Women in Jazz?
I will be playing on the bari sax.
Okay, and then as a student leader, what does it mean to you personally to perform in a concert that celebrates women in jazz?
Well, when I was a kid, I actually was a kid who would look up onto the stage and try and find someone that I had a commonality with. And now I'm able to be that person on stage for a younger student. And it's very inspiring for me, and just to think about how I could be inspiring other people as well.
I love that. And then what can audiences expect the night of the performance for Women in Jazz, and why should they come out to support the event?
Of course. So we will be having jazz bands perform from the middle school and, of course, the college jazz band at FLC, which are, of course, directed by lovely women. We will also be featuring our symphonic wind ensemble, which is in its first year of running, which is going great. It is also just an opportunity for people to see improvisation happen in person, which is just a great way to see music being built in real time. And yeah.
I think that's the beautiful thing about jazz. You can kind of see where it takes you. Obviously things are planned, but like you mentioned, it kind of does its own thing, and you get to be a part of the ride as a viewer. And then Dr. Redfield, how does having women in directing and leadership roles impact the next generation of musicians like Gabrielle?
Well, we hope it changes that stigma, and I hope that one day it's just normalized. I hope it doesn't become where I'm usually introduced as like the female on stage or the women conductor, and hopefully just one day that becomes normal. But I think even bigger than that, it's really known that jazz is improvisational, and women are raised with this kind of must be perfect to present. So young women specifically, they don't take that risk. They don't improvise. They're really afraid of making mistakes. And so having female mentors can really help support them, encourage them, and know that it's okay, and actually it's encouraged to have some fun and try some new things and be a little bit more risky in your playing. And so hopefully in the long term we'll start to see more women continue on into college and professionally in the music, and hopefully just that continued mentorship.
I love that you said that, just about taking more risk, maybe not always feeling that women can. So you just saying that, I hope it just sparks some light bulbs out there.
I hope so too.
And then this concert brings together junior high, college, and more musicians. What does that campus collaboration mean for students and the broader community?
Honestly, it's why I love teaching at the community college level.
Yeah.
There's something beautiful about cross-generational teaching and getting to see built-in mentorship positions. It's just such a unique thing to our community, and of course, getting to perform in this beautiful Harris Center space.
Yeah.
It's just a great gift and gem of our community to celebrate.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to let our viewers know where they can go and catch Women in Jazz, but thank you both.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. And to our viewers, Folsom Lake College Music Department presents Women in Jazz with guests Olympus Junior High School and FLC Symphonic Wind Ensemble. Tuesday, March 10th at 7:30 p.m. For more information, visit the events section at harriscenter.net.